Mark, the FA Youth Cup is upon us, an exciting time in the under-18s calendar.
Yeah, very exciting. Boys are really excited. It's obviously important for them because it's the sort of biggest competition you can play at this age. So obviously they're excited and raring to go. They've been looking at the draws, they've been looking at other teams. So I think the boys can't wait for Wednesday really. So us as staff are the same. We just want to get them on the pitch, and I think they're keen to impress and show people what they can do.
What is it about the FA Youth Cup that makes it so exciting, do you think?
I think obviously the name of the FA Cup being so big and global is a massive factor in then the FA Youth Cup. It's also the last sort of competition you play as an under-18 anywhere, and some of these boys won't ever potentially play in the FA Youth Cup again. Hopefully lots of them will do. I think it's exciting because you get crowds, you get people in the stadiums, the demand from the competition to play at first team grounds, and how many people look and listen to what's going on is probably what builds up that excitement for the players.
We're a very young under-18s squad this year. We're just saying off camera that we reckon only 2 or 3 of the lads have ever played here at Gorton Group Stadium before. Just how big of a learning experience is it going to be for them on Wednesday?
Yeah, it's huge. A few of them have played here before at different age groups, but in terms of the FA Youth Cup, yeah, like you said, 3 or 4 have maybe been on the pitch or in squads. So I think that's exciting. I think the other boys are keen. They really want to be on the pitch, and I think that's great to have as coaches, as a club. We want people to want to be on the pitch, not fear it, but embrace the opportunity. So I think for us it's about making sure they're excited by it. We get loads of support from their friends and family and the Orient fans to really settle some of those nerves or that excitement, and have that backing behind them is essential. And as soon as they get on the pitch, they realise that actually it is another game of football and they need to focus on the job and the game ahead.
How important is it having that exposure to a stadium environment at the kind of ages they are now?
It's essential. It's really hard to recreate. You could play 21s football when you're with older players, etc. But to have a crowd where it's a competition, there's something on it, it's really important, and it can really tip which way the result sometimes goes. So if you've got a lot more people supporting you when you're doing things well, when mistakes are happening and people are encouraging you, it can really sort of swing the tide. And I think the boys will need it, and I think the boys deserve it. They deserve the support. They work really hard every day, coming in early, training, doing their education, doing their analysis. We really do push them. So they deserve as many people to come to support them and to see them and invest their energy into the boys, and hopefully they'll give a good performance back, and that's what we want.
It's Aldershot who will play. What will your message be to the lads just as they're about to leave the changing room for the last time?
I think, look, the boys and us we back our quality that we have, and that's not just against Aldershot, that's against other teams, regardless of their stature and the size of the club. We think the group are a really good group. We believe in them a lot, but it will be about being organised, recognising the game plan, making the right decisions in the right moments. I think that's essential. And these games, Aldershot have done fantastic to get through to this round. So you have to respect whoever you're playing, whatever the team are, whatever the badge are. You must respect the opposition. So we have to be more organised. We have to be harder working, and we have to outplay them as well. You need all those ingredients to even think about getting a result. So for me, it's about doing the basics brilliantly well. We need to compete. We need to win our duels. You need to earn the right to play in the game. We have to threaten the goal. We have to take chances and create chances, and we have to stop them. We've got to nullify their threats and recognise them really early. So very much the same as what you do in any game, and I think that's how we will approach it. It's another game. It's an important game, and we must be ready. We can only control what we can control, and go out there and, like I said, put on a brave, battling, positive performance.
Up to this point, it's been a good start to the season for us. What's pleased you most about our performances so far this year?
Probably the variety. We've dominated some games in terms of control. We've also shown that we can battle, win duels, win aerial battles, compete for the ball, but also play forward quickly, and we can transition against teams. So I think we've got all the capabilities to do really, really well. But when working with younger players, you realise that there's still a work in progress, and sometimes it's about how quickly in games they can recognise which one of them is needed, which ingredient is needed to get success from the game. So that's what we'll want from the game, will be that boys that understand it and step up, and they're leaders and they can recognise it, because we can only do so much on the side of the pitch. We can only tweak certain things, but it will be down to them to decide the right approach to the game and go out there and make sure they deploy it as quickly as possible.
And just lastly, for supporters who are coming, of which we hope there are lots and lots, what can they do to help the development and make this as good an experience as possible for our lads?
Yeah, their presence is essential for us. I think the more Orient fans in the building, the boys sense it, they feel it, and they grow another 2-3 inches when they can feel the roar from the crowd when they're coming out, when we put in big tackles, when we're creating, when we're in on goal, and you sense people standing up. That's the feelings the boys want to feel it. They want to feel what it's like if they could play here for the first team on the pitch. If they can feel that, then I think that's going to massively help them. And I think as well for the Orient fans, it's a chance to see some of the boys that potentially will be playing here in the future, and see the hard work that the boys and the staff and the club, and how much that everybody's putting in, how much work they're putting into the environment.